Good evening. Hi, it's Leslie with LuvINK Paper, and I'm just a couple minutes early. So before we get to too much crafting, I thought I'd tell you about a couple of great things that happened today at Stampin' Up. So one of them is the new Join Special started. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But I'm not sure if you guys know that you can add Demonstrator pre-order products to a starter kit, which is kind of a cool thing. So it allows you, sort of even before you become a demonstrator exactly, but in the process of becoming a demonstrator, you can add products that nobody else except demonstrators can get to your starter kit. So anyway, that's kind of a cool deal. So let me just check. I keep kind of peeking. So I'm hoping that where you are, you had good weather today. Here in our little corner of New England, we had a lovely day. I'm back in short sleeves. It was a fun day at school, so we could take the kids out because it was so nice. I love it. I love it when we have a nice warm fall day. And most of the rest of the week is supposed to be like that, so yippee. So I'm hoping that maybe Thursday will be my last lawn mowing of the season day. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so let's see. We are just about there. We're still a little early, but we have some friends. Oh, you had good weather in the Carolinas. I can't see because of my camera holder, Melanie, whether you are in North or South Carolina, but I'm glad you had lovely weather. It got to nearly, it might have gotten over 80 today, which was nice. So it seems like you must be sort of getting yourself south for the winter, which is great. So anyway, some great things that happened. So let's talk a little bit. So here's my new host code for October. Okay, change that up. So if you happen to be ordering, you might want to take a screenshot of this and just use that host code if you are ordering. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the huge deal that Stampin' Up! Is offering for their 35th anniversary. So for those of you that didn't know, Stampin' Up! Is 35 years old this year, which is pretty great for them to have stayed around for this long. And I was just looking for the paper that I had here. Oh, this might be it right here. There it is, my little cheat sheet. All right, so there's two ways that you can do this. Okay, the first way is you can get 35% off the cost of your starter kit. So you would get $125 worth of product that you choose, and like I said, it can be those demonstrator pre-order kind of products, whatever. But you'd only pay $64.35 because there's no shipping. Shipping is always free on the starter kit. And so that's pretty great. The cool thing is that one of the other things that you get by signing up during this offer is that you'll get a free registration into the online onstage event in November. That's a $77 value, you guys, which is great. You get to see new product coming for the for Celebration and for the January to April catalog, all that kind of stuff. All right. So if you want more than $125 worth of product, okay, so you can still spend the regular old $99, which is what the starter kit usually is, but you get to choose 35% more product, which means you're actually choosing $168.75 worth of product, but you're only paying $99. So if any of that sounds like a good deal to you, let me know. We can talk about it. Happy to, check it out with you. All right. And we'll go from there. All right. So I talked about, we're going to get to the crafting now. Enough of the business piece. But anyway, so I have talked about these two stamp sets before, and I'm not sure what kind of glare you're getting off of these cases, but Biggest Wish we've had is in the annual catalog, and then More Wishes is in the September to December mini catalog. I'm hoping it goes to the big catalog, but we'll see. So anyway, I saw a great card online done by a demonstrator or stamper named Nancy Dodge. Now, she used, I thought, when I saw the card initially, I thought, oh, More Wishes must have the word Halloween in it. And I went and got it off the shelf, and I went, oh, no, it doesn't. How'd she do that? So then I had to check it out. So let's do it together, because my first one got a little crooked. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper just in case. Don't think I'm going to make a mess, but you never know. And I think I'm going to turn this and put this on here and do it this way. So now I've got my cushion underneath there, but it's very messy, so I'm going to cover it up, and we're going to use this. Okay, so the happy part for Happy Halloween is pretty easy because we've got it right here in Biggest Wish. So let's throw Happy on a block. Got a nice big one here, nice D block. Let's pick that up. And we'll use Gorgeous Grape and ink this up. It's not very straight. Hang on. I like to use the lines here. Okay, that looks better. Okay. All right, so we're going to use some Gorgeous Grape, and we're going to ink up the Happy, and we're going to stamp that. I'm going to have to stand up. I hope that doesn't create any craziness for you guys. And we're going to just stamp that right there. Okay. There. All right, so then, ooh, we have some cleaning and some masking to do, because now we have to get Halloween. And there is no word Halloween, so we're going to have to play around with that. Okay, so we're going to use Pumpkin Pie, and I have my sticky note here. Could have used a strip of masking paper. All right, well, Halloween starts with HA, so let's ink that up. Oh, I hope I didn't go too low with that. Hang on, I have to look. Oh, you know what I did? I came too low with the Happy. Hang on. Do over. Do over. I need to go up a little higher. It's too low, and Halloween won't fit. Okay. Try again. We'll go up a little higher. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. All right, so now we got to clean all that off again. All right. So we are going to need that HA. So we'll mask off the rest of happy, like that. Okay. And we're going to remember to take our mask away so we don't have a big old mess. And we're going to put that right there. There we go. Now we need some more of Halloween. We need LLO. Well, guess what? Let me take happy off of here and grab this. We have hello. So all we need is the, whoops, there you are. We'll put happy back. Okay. All right. So we'll line up hello. Like that. We'll again cover up what we don't need. We only need the LLO after the HA. So let's get those inked. Take this off and put this right there. And it's not going to be super perfect, although, hey, I did pretty good. But it will be very, very close because of the photopolymer, and I can see where to put things. All right, so now we're going to take that hello out. All right, then we need a W. So now we need to jump to our more wishes. Okay, so we need the W, so we can take that off the end of new. So this is a lot of stamps back and forth and masking, but I thought it was a really cool idea. So, you know, so let's get this covered up. There we go. We'll just get that W. Oh, didn't get a little bit of it. There we go. All right, so then we're going to put the W. It's a little tricky, I have to say, but well worth it in the end. There's our W. We're getting there. 2 E's and an N. All right. So I was kind of wishing the E and the W were kind of the other way around, but they aren't. So I found that using the E on the end of love was a little bit easier. So it just means masking it twice, but that's okay. Because nothing had 2 E's together. And I didn't want to mask both sides of a word. You know what I'm saying? So this, because this is on the end of the word, it's a little bit easier. So we'll ink it up and put 1 E right there. Oop, a little wonky. It's all right. I'm sure if I send this to Stephen, he won't care. All right, now we'll do another E, like that. Oop, going uphill again. It's okay. And then the N. We gotta go back to the word new. So we'll put love away. And I left new out right here. Like that. And get the N. Okay, there we go. So now, I know, right, Kathy? Brilliant. I didn't think of it, but, and it does take a little bit of fidgeting, but pretty cool. And, you know, nobody, the people that I send a Halloween card to better not be being picky about that, because, you know. So, let's just see. There we go. All right, so now those are put away. All right, so now we need a little something else. So let's take care of the rest of that card. So I can get rid of this, put that over there. Then I have, so I use the deckled rectangles for these pieces. And this is the masterfully, oh, that's a tough word to say, masterfully made DSP. And sometimes I really like that, like lemon lime twist with gorgeous grape and orange and black for the Halloween colors. I just think that brings in a little bit, you know, it kind of reminds me of like green slime or, you know, Frankenstein or, you know, something like that. So bring that in. And I think this is going to go, I might run out of this, which is okay, because I have a couple more sitting here waiting. All right. So let's put this on the front. Let's put it this way. Like that. And then perhaps things won't look so wonky if I have everything a little wonky. So let's go this way with this one on an angle. Now those of you who like straight and orderly, you may do straight and orderly. Nobody's gonna, you know, be upset with you about that. Let me go this way. So we'll go like that, and then we'll tip this way. And do I want that flat? Yes, because everything else is going to be up on dimensional. So let's do this flat. Okay. So a couple of years ago, we had some marbled paper. And I still had a little bit kicking around. So I said, oh, I could use that paper. So I punched a couple of 1.5 inch circles out of it. And I got some daffodil ink and a sponge dauber. Now I could have used one of the brushes, one of the blending brushes, but I was okay using a sponge dauber for this. I'm just gonna put some added ink. What I liked was you still had the shading, like the daffodil didn't cover over that darker. You get still sort of a mottled look. It's not flat, okay? If I had just done Daffodil Delight on white, it would have been flat. But because this already had that marbling, it's not flat, which I liked. I didn't want it to be flat. So there we've got a couple of moons. Just in case I don't like the birds on one moon, I can have, you know, and they don't have to be birds. They could be bats, but they are birds from Waves of Inspiration. It's just this one single little bird, which I thought was good to use. That way I could control where the birds were. Okay, so I might need that again. All right, let's grab my memento and see what we think. Hey, glue, stay out of the way. All right. So, I'm gonna start with one down here in the corner, and then we'll go up a little bit. Yeah, I think I can get one more without making, because we want to have them in threes, and so I'm kind of looking. All right, so kind of over there. So that's got some, we'll call them bats, right? Oh, Leslie, look at what a mess, right? Ugh, messy, messy. There was a book I used to know about, Messy Marvin. I don't know who wrote it, but I remember that title. All right, let's clean that up so that doesn't end up on something. So I guess I have an extra. So maybe I can figure out how to figure out. Oh, I know what I could do. Well, no, not that one. I will have to look for something that I can do Halloween. I think I have something else that says Halloween that I can maybe fix. All right, so we'll put those over there. So we'll put our moon up here like that. Okay, now I could be done. I could just put this up on dimensionals and be done. But I wanted to bring in the pick of the patch, and I wanted to bring that in for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to show you a cool nifty, or share with you a cool nifty punch trick that my friend Doreen shared on her page one day as a quick live or something, which I thought was great. So I thought I'd show you that. And then I also want to do another card using the pick-a-patch that not as Halloween. So it can be either, which I thought was really great. All right, so the trick. The trick is you want to take a piece of scrap paper, and then this will probably, or could, just live in your stamp set. Okay, so you're just going to put it all the way in. Don't pinch your fingers. And punch it out. So the pick-a-punch punches 2 sizes of pumpkins, a stem, and a leaf. Now, I don't want any of that in real red, so I'm just going to stick that over there. But now, what I can do is I can put this on a block. You know what? I'm going to cut a little of this off. Then it won't be falling off. There. Now it will balance on the block. Okay. So what I can do is I can put the stamps in the little holes for the okay, Doreen, I should have watched better because it's not. Oh, I know. Never mind. I got it. Don't put it on the block yet. You're going to use the block to pick them all up at one time. So you kind of put each stamp in its little hole, like this. Okay. And the leaf. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you wiggle these around till they're in right in the center of their spot. Okay. So if you were trying to do them all out of one color, you could do this. I don't very often, so I'm going to show you another trick. But if you were to want to, or to like marker them, then you just pick everything up with the block, and presto, everything is now organized when you stamp it ready for the punch. So let me show you what I mean. Had a piece of, here it is. Okay. So I'm not really going to want an orange leaf and an orange stem, but just for the sake of showing you, I'm going to just stamp it all in orange, in pumpkin pie. Okay. So put this all here. Stamp it here. And something got on one of my pumpkins. That's okay. All right. Then you're ready to slide it into the punch. So any of our builder punches where you're having multiple things in your punch, like different parts and things, you can do that with. So you make yourself a little template, you lay it on the thing, put the stamps in there, pick them all up on one block, and then they're oriented the correct way for your thing. All right, so what if you don't want orange stems or orange leaves? Well, then what you do is you cut a really, really skinny piece of cardstock and you feed it in so you only get pretty much that thing that you're looking for. Okay? Like, oop, came and stuck to me there. Okay? So I could have stamped that. I did a couple beforehand in Mossy Meadow on Old Olive, but I was just showing you if you use a really skinny piece. I am going to make a couple of extra stems. So I just put it in here, line up the stem piece. Whoops. I don't think I got that. Let's try again. There. Then you can have a stem in the color that you wanted. Okay. All right, so we'll put that in my stamp case. Clean up my mess. Take care of that. All right, so now we can add a pumpkin. Oh, but it's Halloween. We don't want just a plain pumpkin, right? We want it to be a jack-o'-lantern. So we're going to take the jack-o'-lantern face and put it, whoops, not yet, we're not. I didn't get it all inked. There, now it's better. I hope you guys always check your stamps. Like after you've inked them, make sure, like look at them before you stamp them on your paper, because sometimes they don't ink all the way. All right, so now we're going to just put a drop, not even a whole drop, just a tiny little bit of glue and put that, whoa, hang on. Having to do a lot of do-overs tonight. Okay. And we'll put just a teeny bit of glue here and add the leaf like that. Then we'll put some dimensionals on the back. And when I'm gluing something like that with just the tiniest bit of glue, I usually put a dimensional right over the back, and that helps them stay on. I know this is overkill. I could have used smaller pieces, but that's okay. All right, so now we have our little jack-o'-lantern over here, and that kind of helps balance between the moon and the jack-o'-lantern, and now we have a fun Halloween card. And this is the one I made earlier. My Halloween was a little wee bit straighter, but that's okay. All right, So now we can use Pick-a-Patch, not for Halloween. Let's just make a fall card out of it. All right, and we'll use one of the other greetings. So we could use Harvest of Blessings, you're the pick of the patch, thanks so much, which I brought over here. So let's start with thanks so much, and let's, oh, I guess we're doing it in Memento Black because, how are we doing on time? Ooh, gotta hurry. I try really hard not to keep you guys here longer than a half an hour. All right, let's start with thanks so much. We'll put that up here in the corner, okay? Then we're not going to use the jack-o'-lantern face this time because we're not looking for the, oh, you know what? I should have done this different. That's all right. We can still cover up that. All right. So we'll give this tall one. Oh, I didn't need to cover those. There. There. Okay, that's kind of a lot of glue, but that's all right. And give it a little bit of a, there. And this one, we're going to just go flat. Okay, between the extra glue and stuff, it'll be fine. So we'll go there. Like that. Then we'll add this one. We gotta get ourselves one more stem. Doesn't need a leaf, but it does need a stem. Okay. All right. Tiny, tiny. There we go. So that's one of the reasons I got this Pick of the Patch bundle, was because I really liked the fact that you could use it for Halloween, but you could also use it for non-Halloween, because I don't have a lot of folks that do a lot of Halloween cards. So in class next month, or later this month, yeah, like next week, I'm going to have a card that can go either way. It can be Halloween or it can just be fall. So people will be able to have their choice based on which greeting they choose. And so now we'll just add that right there. Then we'll add a little glue. Can have a little bit bigger. There. And we'll put this one right there. And before we gathered together, I did the leaf fall, and I got ourselves a old olive base. Let's grab my bone folder. We'll remember to go to the middle and out to each side so we don't pull it. We'll add this. like that. And there we go. Okay, and then we'll put this layer on with dimensionals. There. Okay. There. And we'll just put this down in the corner to have as many of the leaves showing as we can. And now we have a fall card using that same, okay? So, Halloween or not Halloween? And there is a happy Halloween greeting in here, but I really wanted to show you about that masking. So, I hope that was fun. I will see if it will let me put these pictures in the comments for you, okay? And I will post this up to my YouTube video, so if my YouTube channel, so that if you didn't happen to, if you didn't catch the whole thing, if you joined us a little bit late, you can see the whole video on on YouTube. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. And remember that if you would like the paper pumpkin, the coordinating 2 sets, you only have until next Tuesday. So 1 week from today is the last day to sign up to subscribe so that you can get the first of the holiday ones. So make sure you do that. All right, thanks, and I will see you next Tuesday. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.